What the hell is Hoeflation? So one of my homeboys actually hit me up a couple days ago, and he was like, "Hey, I watched your video, man. Like, you should do a video on Hoeflation." And I'm like, "Bro, what the hell is Hoeflation?" So I mean, you can put two and two together and kind of get the idea of it. But me being me, I hopped on TikTok. You know, Gen Z, we use that bit like Google. Start watching a couple videos, and come to find out, this might be the actual reason why yo ass might be single, and society in general just cooked. So what is Hoeflation? Hoeflation is the belief that social media, dating apps, and constant validation have inflated some people's dating standards or perceived value beyond what they realistically bring to a relationship. And no, this is not a I hate women video. I actually believe the main fault of all this is actually based on men. I actually think men actually create a lot of the problems in general that we complain about today, but we'll get more into that later. I think a lot of the problem boils down to people wanting things they don't actually qualify for. And I know we all heard this quote: every guy wants a good woman that's only bad for them. Every woman wants a bad guy that's only good for them. And actually think about that for a second. Every guy wants a loyal girl, attractive, doesn't entertain other dudes, doesn't cheat, doesn't play game. Basically the perfect girlfriend, right? Meanwhile, these are same dudes cheating, lying, texting five different women and moving like Offset. But don't get me wrong, I do it too. Or I did it too. I'm not like that anymore, but women do it too. A lot of women want a guy who's loyal, emotionally available, financially stable, confident, protective, funny, ambitious, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to kind of build it up to be. But meanwhile, these are the same people entertaining mad dudes, playing games, ghosting people, and bringing absolutely not shit to the table. And the truth is, everybody wants a high quality partner. You're rarely gonna find the guy that's like, hey, I want a fucking slut. Or a girl that like, I want some guy that just cheats on me and treats me like garbage. You're really gonna find that. So let's actually dive into it. So point number one, men help create this problem. um y'all dudes that just are hating and think y'all are all innocent and whatever you did in the past has nothing to do with how women think now, you're on one side and you're definitely in the wrong. Cheating, lying, using women, talking about them crazy online. Back in the day, I know we used to expose girls, not me per se, but men in general expose girls and shit like that. Some dudes have been through relationships and they're speed running fucking emotional damage to some of these girls, right? And then you got the opposite side. You got these simps, the simps, like this actually pisses me off. The dudes that be putting these women on a pedestal like so high, they treat these girls like they're queens, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the 10 out of 10, blah, blah, blah. And even that, bro, a human is a human, bro. Nobody should be on such a high pedestal. Like, I honestly don't even think celebrities should be like that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. The 6 out of 7s that get treated like they're 10s. That's the main thing. And then there be these guys, either some of them are rich, some of them are not, but they're buying attention and rewarding bad behavior. They're throwing money to women who don't even recognize them in public. Girls they ain't even met in real life. You met a girl off Instagram. You think she's pretty, and you done already cashed after $100 before you even FaceTime the bitch. And that's crazy. The funny thing is, both of these extremes create the same problem. The first group teaches women to expect disappointment, while the second group is going to be teaching women they can receive attention without having to bring shit to the table, without having to even earn your worth, which is crazy. One side destroys trust, and one side builds egos, inflates egos, hoflation. And then after all of this, everybody kind of wonders why dating feels weird. While one dude is fucking breaking hearts, cheating on girls like Offset, and the other dude just cashed up a girl $100 because she said good morning. It's cooked, it's grits, but that's my main. That's my point number one. Now let's get into the woman side of things. I think the biggest thing that changed dating wasn't feminism, wasn't politics, it wasn't even dating apps. It was social media. For most part of human history, people only got to talk to, compare themselves to, or see people in their vicinity, in their local area. Nowadays, you're comparing yourself to millions of people every day. You're seeing a million people every day. Literally, I probably scrolled past more bad bitches today than my grandpa ever got to see in his entire life, which is crazy to think about. A girl can post one picture right now and get 100 likes, 100 DMs, and 100 comments. And attention does not mean the same thing as relationship option. Just because you have 100 people talking to you now that you couldn't see 100 to 50 years ago doesn't mean that all these people are real relationship options. And honestly, when you're constantly getting this type of validation, it's going to affect yourself and what you think your options really are. And I do not blame women for this entirely, because I'm a victim to this as well. I know my grandpa has not got as much bitches on his dick as I do. I know that for a fact because he didn't have social media. Girls can't DM him. He's not getting girls in his DM. I have way more options than what I would have if I was in the 1900s. Let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Most people would be affected. Shoot, if I woke up tomorrow and I had 500 girls in my DM telling me I was handsome, I'm gonna start acting different too, gang. I might hit 250 of them. Fuck that, 300 of them. But that kind of environment starts to change people. Back in the day, if you really wanted to shoot your shot, you actually had to walk up to somebody, talk to somebody. You had to go out to bars, clubs, library, things of that nature. Now somebody can get approached by more people in a week than they did their whole life back in those times. Point 3. This next one, I feel like it really doesn't get talked about enough. But sometimes your friends can absolutely fuck your dating life. And this goes for guys too, but this is mainly we're mainly talking about Hoeflation, so we're gonna keep it on that topic. And this is not because they're evil, they're trying to do you wrong or nothing like that at all. They might generally think they're trying to help you. You'll have a good guy, he's loyal, he's respectful, he works hard, he got that bag, he get that cheese, and somebody in your friend group will hit you with the girl, you deserve better. But better based on what? A TikTok clip, meme, an Instagram reel, a a guy with a blue check mark like your story, a guy with a lot of money like your story. Sometimes people are getting relationship advice from people who are not even happy, who've never been a good partner, who've never been with a good partner. It's like taking fitness advice from somebody who's fat. Like, you're never gonna take no fitness advice from a fat chud that eats Taco Bell all day. And you might seem like I hate fat people. It's because I do. But to the next topic. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes your friends are right. Sometimes they see the stuff that you can't. But that's why I feel like it's always good to get a second opinion. But with Hoeflation nowadays, all y'all heads are hyped up to the point where you can't get a second opinion because all y'all kind of think the same. And I'm not putting nobody in a box. I'm just talking about in general in this specific topic. I have a lot of homegirls and I have a lot of homeboys with girlfriends that don't think like this. But we're specifically talking about Hoeflation, so that's why I'm kind of boxing women. But of course, I know most of y'all aren't even like this. But society is kind of cooked right now. Point number 4, the fake independent trend. And before y'all disagree, there's a difference between being independent and pretending you don't need anybody. Being independent is attractive. Having goals is attractive. Having your own life is attractive. The problem is when social media starts to convince these women that somehow needing a partner or needing a man somehow makes you weak. None of y'all get bonus points for pretending y'all don't care about human connection. Y'all don't get points for hopping on social media, hopping on Instagram, and posting I don't need a man or just ranting about how you hate men and you'll never need a man for nothing. We're all social creatures at the end of the day. We're humans. We always crave social interaction. We've always needed relationships, friendships, families, communities to strengthen, build, and grow. Grow not only as a society, but just grow as a species. But I don't know, somehow nowadays down the line, caring about your partner is just cringe now. Like, if you want a healthy relationship, you're taking an L. And I think that's one of the biggest lies that social media has fucking sold us. These bitches will post on Instagram at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., whatever in the daytime. Hey, I don't need no man for nothing. I don't need no man to pay my bills. I don't need no man for anything in their whole life. And then by 11 p.m., they're either one, in the club shaking ass, or two, they're posting some sad music and asking why they're single. In conclusion, did Hoeflation really ruin dating? Maybe. I think the real answer is a lot deeper than that. Some men lowered the standard by treating women like shit. Some men inflated these hoes' egos by rewarding them literally everything for nothing. But I think the real villain in this situation is social media. Social media created a world where everybody compares themselves to everybody. Friends started giving terrible advice based on reels and shorts and TikToks they fucking seen. And a lot of people got convinced that needing somebody is a fucking weakness, or wanting a partner to spend the rest of your life with and raise a fucking family is a weakness. And what was the result of all this? Men don't trust women, women don't trust men. Everybody thinks they have endless options, and nobody's fucking happy. But what can I say, bro? That's just the current state of dating. But yeah, gang, y'all let me know if y'all think Hoeflation is actually real, or if people are just looking for something to blame. I'm curious to kind of hear what y'all think. OverlyTact, food for thought. We out.